I represent and work with weapons manufacturers. I help them design equipment. I'm a shooter. I do restorations. I'm a gunsmith. I do commercials. I'm an active gun owner, and I'm certainly a military gun collector. And I'm a strong believer in gun rights. But what I've watched happen is this to the gun idiots is the same thing I watch the oil companies do to drivers. I have a brick of 22 caliber, that's 550 rounds, of 22 caliber ammunition sitting in my drawer here with a sticker on it for $9.99. At the height of the gun hype, that brick was $375. 6 weeks ago, it was $169. Today, it's $39 at Cabela's, which is one of the largest retailers in the country. And I ordered a brick for $39 6 weeks ago. And I belong to their little, special club there, and I have my Cabela's Visa card or whatever. In 6 weeks, Cabela's, one of the largest retailers in the U.S. of sporting goods, couldn't get me a box of 22 caliber ammunition for plinking in my backyard with my 22 caliber Henry rifle. They can't get, and this is fairly harmless ammunition. And of course, you know how much 22, you could make 1 billion rounds. We have factory facilities in the U.S. to make 1 billion rounds a day. Where is it? Hiding in warehouses, running the prices up. Look at the rifle business. Now, an AK-47 cost, and these are not the end-all of weapons, by the way, but an AK-47, a standard Romanian AK, ran from $220 to $275. At the height of the gun hype, the NRA scare, they hit $3,000. Right now, you can order them from Kentucky Gun Company for $569. Only $300 more than they're worth. And these are Romanian functional but minimalistic weapons with a few U.S. parts on them. They weigh 6 pounds, entirely stamping, partially finished, not a bad weapon. Kentucky Gun Company's a good company. $300 extra profit thrown in for somebody. But there are people who bought these things for $3,000. It's the same thing that was done with their homes. The gun owners of the United States, now if you go on gun weapon is about $629. $699 is standard for a Panther or other, I'll call an AR what it is. It's a starter gun. You can't hunt with it. They certainly don't do a good job of shooting. Into the barrel, but don't have enough velocity to go straight for 50 feet. And those weapons cost thousands of dollars to build. The gun owners of America, with this scare about Obama taking the guns, and no effort was made to take anything. Billions of dollars were stolen.
Hold on a minute. I lost a call here. Let me try this one. Let me see what happens here. All right. Hold on just a second here. I'm trying to get back on this.
Are we back on Skype here?
Yeah, I guess I am. I was trying to get it came. Hold on. I lost connection on this computer, and then it showed me on the other computer that I'd lost connection, so I tried to bring it back. But
and you're breaking up totally on here.
I am. All right, hang on a second. All right, how about now? I've replugged everything, and I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I've got you clearly right now.
All right, great. We're all right here.
Yeah.
And I'll just take this one off there so that don't ring again. All right. Shit. Now I got Revolution Radio. Okay, that's back.
Well, they really make it tough on us doing radio with this constant, and you are the most targeted person from a communication standpoint in this country. I do radio and TV, a fair amount, and I watch Press TV get waxed periodically, taken off the air. Certainly everybody knows phone calls are listened to, but nobody gets the kind of treatment that you do.
Why is that? What the hell what problem do they have with an old biker from Texas? I mean, I sometimes I really don't. Over in Egypt to get back where we were talking before we were so rudely interrupted by DHS. What I'm seeing happen in Egypt is a little disturbing here. Over here we've got a bunch of people going, Obama, he's not illegal, he's a change agent, he's this, he's that. Now he did sell a lot of guns, but the people that went out and bought those guns certainly registered them, so the government certainly knows everybody that's got the guns. If you can't buy ammo, those guns won't do you a lot of good. And we've got.
Why take away guns when scaring people and stealing from them is far more profitable? But who's doing that? The NRA and frankly. If you start looking at who owns these gun manufacturers, now we've got a few really clean companies. I'll say Henry and frankly others. But many of the gun manufacturers are controlled by just a few powerful New World Order conglomerates, globalists that control our gun manufacturers, and that are helping the National Rifle Association orchestrate these ammunition shortages, the weapon shortages. Right now, I've got a Gander Mountain store 500 yards from my house. It's the largest gun store in Ohio. I could go there and buy let's say 9mm pistols. I could leave with 5 Generally, the prices are pretty close. I don't know, a Glock's going to cost $459, I think. But they're easy to find. There's all of them you'd ever want. And 2 months ago, they were gone, and they were $1,700, $1,800, $1,900. People were buying AR-15 magazines, 30-round magazines, that are $9 today. They were buying them for $129. You can, if you wanted 30-round AK magazines, you can go on, I mentioned Slick Guns, you will probably be able to find a 3-pack of Tapco or Magpul or whatever for $25. These magazines, which are only a couple of ounces of plastic, and I will tell you, require trimming, filing, and adjusting before they work, cost more than the actual weapons did. Not just more than the weapons did. One of these magazines cost enough to manufacture in Romania three AK-47s. So this was a racket. You couldn't buy 223 ammunition. It was $50 a box. It's now $5 a box. Down 90%. Sits on the shelf at Cabela's. The price is down 90%. What they did with guns was the equivalent of taking gasoline to $200 a gallon. That's what they did. And no one has said a word about it. There's no one to say a word about it. They robbed every gun owner in the U.S. More guns were bought in this last 18 months than in the 10 years before that. And those guns have gone down in value. Unless you had a really intelligent buyer, they've gone down 80%. If you go onto one of the wholesale sites, Buds or J&G Sales, they have fairly rough used.
All right, hold on a minute. We gotta take a hang on. We gotta take a break. We gotta be right back with Gordon Duff in about 3 minutes here. Stay with me, Gordon. Hopefully the network will stay up here. We'll be right back.
Will remain a dictatorship. A dictatorship. You could let 1% of people have all the nation's wealth. You could help your rich friends get richer by cutting their taxes and bailing them out when they gamble and lose. You could ignore the needs of the poor for healthcare and education. Your media would appear free, but would secretly be controlled by one person and his family. You could wiretap phones. You could torture foreign prisoners. You could have rigged elections. You could lie about why you go to war. You could fill your prisons with one particular racial group, and no one would complain. You could use the media to scare the people into supporting policies that are against their interests.
Tune in Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time for Liberation Nation with Deacon John, where America comes to hear the truth.
I know this is hard for you Americans to imagine, but please try.
This is Thomas, a.k.a. Mad Painter. I'd like you to join me Monday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Open Canvas. Don't forget to bring an open mind.
Yes, folks, that's right. Bring an open mind to an open canvas. Again, that is Monday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern. UFOs, government corruption. This is Revolution Radio, freedomslips.com. You don't need to expect us. We're already here.
Now you can
share the topics that drive the discussions of your favorite talk shows with TalkStream Live's topic-driven talk radio. List and promote real-time talk radio topics, or post the topics that you want to hear. Hot topics are tweeted and retweeted, and include simple click-to-listen audio links. The future of talk radio is topic-driven talk radio. Available now at TalkStreamLive.com.